Yeah. Welcome to the part 2 of the Impact, Influence, Income webinar for nurses, right? So in this part 2, we are going to be talking about influence, right? Building influence as a nurse. We actually should realize that there are a lot of nurses that have potential for influence but are not making exploring this potential, right? Now, there are ways by which nurses can build influence, right? And I'm going to talk about those things one by one, what you can do as a nurse or as a health professional to build influence, right? Yeah. So what's in the first place, what is influence, right? Before we go into what you can do to build influence, we should actually first of all explain what is influence. People get to mix up those two things so much. Yes, there are similarities between impact and influence, right? But they are still kind of different. You can actually make impact in the lives of people without being a person of influence, without building any influence, right? It's very, very highly possible, right? Putting off the IV fluid of a patient is an impact. Yeah, you've made an impact because you have prevented fluid overload, right? In one way or the other, if it was supposed to cause an overload, right? So now you can make impacts without building any influence. So what is influence, right? I'm going to be giving 3 definitions of influence. First of all, influence is inspiring change. Inspiring other people to change, right? It's the ability to inspire and motivate others positively, encouraging them to make constructive changes in their attitudes, in their behaviors, and in their actions. That is influence, right? Number 2, guiding impact, right? That is influencing people and making them involved in the capacity to guide or direct events, decisions, or outcomes in a way that promotes beneficial and ethical results, often based on one's expertise, experience, or moral values, right? So when you're guiding impact, right, you are helping people to build capacity, right, to guide them and direct them when it comes to carrying out some decisions, when it comes to making some decisions, when it comes to carrying out or actualizing events or bringing about outcomes. And these 3 things: promoting beneficial results, and these beneficial results also have to be ethical, right? So all these things will now be based on your expertise, that's as a nurse, your experience as a nurse, and your moral values. As a nurse, you should actually have good moral values, because if you build influence based on bad values, right, or let me say negative values or not so optimal values, then you will indirectly influence people to do the wrong things, right? It's really a very hard thing to keep a standard, right? If you want to keep a standard of no malpractice, no cheating, no subsidized ideas, no shortcuts, no quackery, you are going to lose a lot of friends, right? I've lost a lot of friends because of my value system, right? I've lost a lot of support from supposed people because they don't share those values. But it's my responsibility to keep upholding those values until I can influence or effect a change, right? Then number 3 is empowering others, right? Influence can also mean empowering individuals or empowering groups to reach their full potential, fostering their self-confidence, their skills and abilities to reach personal and collective success, right? So the major thing is that you've been able to drive people to achieve their full potentials, not keeping them in their level of low self-esteem. You are pulling them into a place of self-confidence, right? So that is influence. And from the 3 definitions I've put forward, you can see that influence is something very, very powerful. So now, how can a nurse build influence? Number 1, you can't build influence without education, right? So you need to invest in education and training. You need to pursue advanced degrees and certifications that will put you out there to be seen as an expert in a specific healthcare field. Very important. Number 2, you join nursing associations and organizations, and not just joining, you participate actively, right, in committees, participate in advocacy efforts to have a voice in shaping nursing policies and shaping healthcare policies in general, right? Now, public speaking, very important. I train people to become online speakers. You cannot be a person of influence without speaking up. You need to open your mouth and pass across a message, right? Listening to this video or watching this video today is brought to you because I explored online speaking, right? Podcasting is also very good. Vlogging is very good. Using opportunities on the media, using your Facebook, LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, all of those platforms are very powerful. Even WhatsApp, very powerful to project your voice, right? But if you cannot do this online, at least you should be able to do it physically. I think public speaking physically is even much harder than online speaking. So go for whichever one is convenient for you, but make sure you explore public speaking to deliver lectures, deliver your presentations or workshops at different conferences, right? The Stepped Up Nurse Academy recently organized a conference for nurses, an hybrid conference. So nurses physical on ground and online joined the conference, right? And 6 speakers were brought on board to talk to the nursing audience, right? Both online and offline. Those 6 speakers were nursing leaders in different institutions, right? So that is an opportunity you have given to people to listen to people, right? Pass across their message in the nursing profession, right? Now, writing and publishing is also a way to build influence. You contribute articles, books, research papers to healthcare publications to share your knowledge with a broader audience, right? So when you write blog posts, articles, or research papers, you have and then probably publish them on healthcare publications, you have been able to share knowledge with a wider audience and indirectly build influence, right? Now, community outreach is another way to build influence. You lead a community outreach or you participate in one, just like Pregnancy Support Foundation, which I founded in 2021 with the mindset of reaching pregnant women with information regarding pregnancy. It was just online before, but at the end of 2021 we shot out to the physical space, carrying out medical outreaches, enlightening pregnant women for free, right? So now you can also do that. You can lead one and you can found one. You can participate in community health initiatives, wellness programs, health fairs, and so on and so forth, basically to educate and empower the public, right? So you can also do consulting. You can offer consulting services to healthcare organizations, governments, or businesses based on your expertise. Right now, you can also do networking. Right, networking helps you to build influence. You build a strong professional network by connecting with healthcare leaders, researchers, policymakers, and so on. All of these people can support your efforts to influence a change. Right, you can also explore networking on social media. Very, very important. Right now, patient advocacy. It's an opportunity for you to fight for patients' rights, helping them get better health outcomes through involvement in patient advocacy groups and initiatives. Right, so those patient advocacy groups are groups you join so as to have a voice to help speak up for patients. Right now, global health. You can engage in international healthcare missions, collaborate with global health organizations, or work on projects that address global health issues. Right, then lastly, I'll talk about entrepreneurship. Right, entrepreneurship can help you to build influence. Right, so you can do this by exploring entrepreneurial opportunities in healthcare. For example, creating healthcare related products or services that address the needs of people, that comes to meet the needs of people. Right, and this for me, entrepreneurship is majorly offering service online, writing books, writing blog posts, and putting it out there for people. And I think that is something one can explore. In fact, a lot of people go into sales of medical equipment and all of these things. As you do these things, you're not just making impact, you are also creating influence for yourself, especially if you explore the use of social media. Right, so thank you. I hope that with these few points you've been able to pick out some details that will help you to begin to build an influential life. Now, as a nurse, if you build an influential life or a life of influence, you will get to be able to make a difference in people's lives, and that is what is most important. Apart from making a difference in people's life, you are able to change the face of nursing and step up the nursing narrative. That narrative about nursing will get better and better and better the more nurses become influential. Right, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please root for the part 3, which is income building for nurses. Right, so I'm going to also in the part 4 talk about the connection between income, impact, income, and I'll build the connection between impact, influence, and income for nurses and health professionals in general. Right, thank you so much. God bless you.